Hey guys, Super X here, and the purpose of today's video is to give you an introduction to bottom feeders. The reason I spend so much time trying to make these videos about these things is if you're not vaping from a bottom feeder and you're still going around with your Ego or your tube and your tank, you are seriously missing out on the simplicity, portability, durability, and satisfaction you're going to get from a bottom feeder here. Next, you see how this is the biggest bottom fed Rio Grande you can buy, and there it is next to a little old Bic lighter. Yeah, it's real big and grand, isn't it? It's less than the size of a pack of cigs, about the size of a credit card. Here's my hand around it. Here's how I'll vape it with my thumb under it. So that is a bottom feeder. What is a bottom feeder? A bottom feeder is a mod that has a bottle in it that you squeeze with your finger, and it shoots juice up through the deal whenever you want, through that 510. Bottom feeders can run on cartomizers, atomizers, rebuildable atomizers. It's simple, and this is a door. It's held on with magnets. Comes off if you want it to. And there's your bottle. Bottle comes off like this. Just hold it and unscrew it. There's where you put your juice. Here's the type of batteries that it takes. Just a simple rechargeable battery that can last pretty much all day. Here's how simple it is to put juice in it and fill it up. I mean, you're probably used to dealing with some kind of crazy tank or something along those lines that you have to pull apart, put it back together, punch card out. Here, I'm filling my juice bottle. See that? Filled my juice bottle. Now I've got 6 milliliters of juice on tap for an entire day's worth of vaping, pretty much, if not more. Any juice you want, you just screw it on there. Everything is made with food grade, good stuff. I mean, this mod is solid, bulletproof. It's solid aluminum. Where it is, everything's solid aluminum. Now you've got your battery. You just stick it in. Stick your door back on. I mean, you just got this mod, and this is how quick you're going to be vaping it. Just say cartos are your thing. You're a cartomizer dude, girl, woman, whatever. Let's get a carto out. Imagine you just got your Rio and you want to vape it. Let's get a carto out. You just can't wait to vape it. What do you do at your carto first? You pull this little dealio out of here, get you a little drip tip, stick it on there, screw it onto your Rio mod. Now when you first start a carto, it takes it a little bit to prime it. Then you just turn it around, push. I'm going to push this button until juice starts coming up into it. And what I'll usually do with a carto, I haven't vaped a carto in a long time, is I will look down inside it until I see that it's good and wet. What you're going to do is squeeze this and watch the juice until it comes up into the carto. A little bit will come up into the catch cup. This is a low profile. If you're a carto user, you won't use a low profile. You use the Grand that has a higher profile. When you see that carto nice and wet, which it is, the cotton, you can see it, it's nice and wet, you know that it's game on for a vape. You can stick your drip tip on. What I usually do is before I fire it, I just suck through it a time or two to get anything out of that little air tube. Once you got, I mean, the priming the carto is the trickiest part. Once you got it primed, you're on for an all-day vape session. Still a tiny little mod. There's nothing big about that at all. Fits in your pocket well. Haven't fired it yet. Trying to suck out the excess because I just started a brand new carto. Now let's fire it up. Turning it on helps. You get the hang of it. You'll get just as much vapor out of this system as you would any other carto system. I just haven't done cartos in a while. I just figured I'd tell you they do them well. They do them real well. I'm out of practice with it. What I'm typically running are Rio Grandes with the same mod. It just happens to have a rebuildable atomizer on the top of it. That's what I run them with, and same thing, you just squeeze it, juice comes up, and huge difference in what it produces. That's why most of us have switched. But if I played with this cartomizer setup long enough and had the patience for it, I used to get a really good vape off of Carto. But that's what a bottom feeder is. Again, this is indestructible. Put it in your pocket, get out and go. This mod goes everywhere with you. The only way you'll get liquid outside of this mod is if you have a big old RBA and you see those air holes. If you don't close the top, or you lay it on its side and you've overzealously squonked it, you might get some liquid. Other than that, it's the same thing. I'm just pressing this bottle, liquid's coming up, watch it go. Liquid will go up. Let's tighten in on this, because this is important stuff. Now if I got to learn how to use my camera again. Let's see. I push the bottle, liquid goes up through that tube, makes its way up into the addy. You can probably see it shining in the deal there, and then it drains back down. So you're not walking around with an atomizer full of juice. It drains out for the optimal vape. So that's what bottom feeders are all about. Why I use primarily all my vapor bottom feeders. This Carto will be coming back off here, and another RBA will be going on it. This is just a demonstration. You can put any topper you want on a Rio, as long as it has a hole in the 510 of whatever you're putting on. It'll work. This is not a Rio. That's another one a friend of mine makes, but I got me 3 killer metal Rios, all low profiled, and a killer mod that a friend of mine makes, all running rebuildable atomizers. This is the sick newest type of Rio that Rob's come out with. It's called the SL model, super light model. Same thing, battery in and out. Vapes like a rock star. Every single time I push the button, I get nothing but crazy vapor out of these things. So again, I'd like to go back by saying, if you're vaping any other system and you're just kind of wondering, does it get better? This is as close as you can get to smoking a cig. Better than a cig, because A, you don't throw it on the side of the road when you're done. B, I get more satisfaction from the vapor than I ever did from smoking. C, I don't stink. And 3, it goes right in your pocket. You're not worrying about lighters. You can take extra again, that big battery that's in that mod will last all day. That juice will last all day. When you get down into like maybe the lower resistance, lower ohm builds, you might switch your battery throughout the day, or if you got a really long day and night. But it's real easy. You don't have to worry about any USB chargers or any of that stuff. You just have another battery and put it in, and yeah, vape like crazy. Bet you if I started pulling on this a little more with the Carto, that's just, I've definitely over-wet it considerably over-wet it, but it's capable of producing a heck of a vape, trust me. I vaped them for about maybe 3 months before I got into RBAs. I just over-wet the hell out of it. Yuck. No, I know why I don't want to use Cartos anymore. But anyway, that's what bottom feeders are about. Again, small, compact, durable as hell mods that you can take anywhere. That's all you're going to want to use. Most people that get these things don't even want to use anything else. They make many different toppers for them. Toppers, I call them heaters, RBAs, many different types of drip tips. I'm stuck with that LIABLE, and I can't see myself using anything but these. I hope you find the same joy in them, and I hope you found this video helpful to show you what a bottom feeder is all about. See ya.